Hello, elegant listeners.
Hello, elegant listeners.
Hello, elegant listeners.
Hello, elegant listeners.
Hello, elegant listeners. Hello, elegant listeners and viewers. Hello, all of you elegant listeners and viewers out there. Hello, elegant listeners and viewers.
Hello, elegant listeners and or viewers.
Hello, elegant and gentle listeners and watchers.
Hello, welcome to Go. I'm not distracted. Hold on. And welcome to Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, my favorite distractible.
Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, my favorite sports team.
Hey, go, my favorite sports team.
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 Ghouls, monsters, so funny.
Go, my favorite sports team.
Go, my favorite sports team, or should I say your favorite sports team? Tyler, welcome to Go, my favorite sports team. Go!
Go! Go!
Go!
Go!
Hello and welcome to Go, my favorite sports team.
Fuck you and welcome to Go, my favorite sports team. Wow. It's crazy to think that we have just finished season 3 of GMFST. What began as a thought project of Mark and I on set for In Space with Markiplier has now been alive and showcased to the world for 3 years. Actually, more than 3 years at this point. First episode launched in February of 2022 without video. And so much has changed since then. We added video. We went from independent to being signed with Spotify. From recording from Mark's tiny office to remote recording from the locations that we were at to having our own studio and occasionally using Spotify's official studio place here in LA for when we had guests. We've evolved. Hell, Mark and I have evolved. He's making movies. And I'm back to streaming on Twitch, which I gave up for this podcast because this was taking up so much of my life. To now I'm working on YouTube content and beyond. It's been a journey, but we can't let ourselves forget some of the best moments and some of the best moments we've shared with you. And we can't forget how much our success is from you, from your support, from your guys' enjoyment of the entertainment, from tuning in to watching, to interacting on the Reddit, to buying the merch on store.gmfst.com, and then supporting us independently with Mark's YouTube channel or my Twitch channel or various other avenues in which we exist. So much like the other seasons of Go, My Favorite Sports Team, at the end, it always makes sense for us to look back at some of our favorite moments, some of your favorite moments, and some of the most amazing edits our editors have made. So enjoy as we wrap up season 3 of GMFST. And I look forward to seeing all of you in season 4. Do the videos! Cue them! Blow me up! Clinkies Act 1, the history of beer and beer sports. Since beer has been a part of human culture and diet for most of recorded human history, and even before, this is only a very brief overview. It would take days, decades, years to talk about the full history of beer.
I don't think it would take that long.
You don't think so?
Years? You're saying it's going to talk about years? Okay, here I'll give you a full history of beer in human history. You got Unga Bunga 1 and you got Oingo Boingo 2, and one of them go like water dizzy, and the other goes water dizzy, and he's like water dizzy, and drinks and go water dizzy, and they go water dizzy, and they chug and chug and chug, and that's where it all started because they accidentally left their water and they spilled some grains in there and it got all fermenty, and they go water dizzy, and then they moved on to later the ancient Romans. You know, you got Oingus Boingungius and you got Doingus Boschmoingius over there, and they're like water dizzy, and the other's like water dizzy, you know, the Romans, how they used to speak. And then they drink more beer and then they die. And that's what causes the fall of the Roman Empire.
Over the next 2 weeks, thousands of athletes from hundreds of countries will live together in an Olympic village, make friends, break some cardboard beds with some things, some actions. They might jump on them, have some fun. And probably using all of the 300,000 Olympic mascot clad condoms provided by the Olympic Village for the games.
Mascot clad?
Oh, yeah. You want to see this?
Yes, double yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that. But I thought they had the anti-sex beds.
That was a myth.
I think it's like every Olympics, they do provide condoms, and it makes sense because it's not, I don't even think it's just a sports thing. A lot of people are like, oh, when, sports people get together, the peak athletes, best physical condition, testosterone and estrogen just shooting out of their ears. They want to have sex with each other. But this is just whenever humans get together.
Oh, yeah.
Humans like to do this.
At college, there's a place, your clinic usually had free condoms.
They did not advertise that very well, to be perfectly honest.
They didn't advertise it, but they did. Also, I just want to point out, what the hell is the Olympic mascot?
I can't tell, because that's been up.
It looks like a bird.
There's been little banners of it that pop up everywhere. There's been little tiny windows. They look, check out our live coverage of the Olympics. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is it a bird? Is it a middle finger that's just artistically renditioned? I don't know. Is it a couch? It kind of looks like a lazy boy couch that you could sit on, I guess. I don't know.
What is that? What is it? It looks like a tongue with arms.
You're kind of right. And I don't like it. It's like a living jester's hat, with
yeah, I see that too.
Three kind of folded up.
Do they make a new one every year? Because I really hope so. And this isn't always the mascot.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The Olympics doesn't have a mascot. They just have the rings.
They have the rings, which should be the mascot.
How are you going to make a mascot out of the rings?
I mean, you can put eyes in the holes of the rings, man.
That'd be terrifying. 5, it's like biblically accurate angel, but the rings be not afraid. Okay, badminton, it can be played with one person on each side, but there's a big net that divides a court in two. It's smaller than a tennis court. It's smaller than a volleyball court, probably. Bigger than table tennis, but maybe the arena of table tennis is similar to the arena. I don't know anything. 2 sides, net, shuttlecock. That's all you need to know. You take a tennis racket, you stretch it up, scale it down, make it into a lollipop. Imagine in your mind you're rotating a tennis racket, turn it into a lollipop. There you got a badminton racket. But same size, same overall size, but lollipop.
It's just like a longer stick.
Yeah, with a smaller head, smaller bulbous tip.
Proboscis is less pronounced.
Smaller boober. Is that a term?
A boober.
No, the glands.
Mammary glands?
No, it's the medical term of the tip of a penis.
What and where is the mythical 5th base, and what happens when you reach it?
Beep. Oh my god! I forgot. We had buttons.
What?
You have a thing for that, I'm pretty sure.
It's when the penis and the vagina meet, then they go out, but you still want to go again, so you get back in the bed for another romp.
That is not correct, and I'm horrified for all our listeners out there.
Oh my god! It's when you're having a 3-way, and so there's
wait, stop talking.
This is a thing Mark made up, right? Or is this from something else?
This is correct, Bob. This is correct.
Okay, I know this. Hang on. Get in Mark's head. Think I'll hit myself in the nuts with a fidget spinner.
Oh. Is that you getting inside Mark's head?
I just want to see if my body can take it. Hang on. I'm getting inside Mark's head. Hey guys, interesting news. This fidget thing that I have, it comes all the way apart. And one of these hits you right in the nuts when you drop it. God.
That was the best timing. Let me get inside Mark's head. I hit myself in the nuts.
Oh, my body can't take it. I'm not Mark enough.
NASCAR car has a steel tube frame with a roll cage designed to protect you if there's a crash. These cars might be called stock cars, but you can't drive them on the regular road because they don't have headlights, they don't have brake lights, and they don't have turn signals. They're just stickers. That's why the joke in cars is, hey, stickers. Yeah.
Wait, what?
They put on stickers to look like headlights and taillights.
Wait, what?
It's got to look like a stock car, Mark, but no headlights.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
They don't actually have headlights, taillights, or turn signals. They're just stickers.
Wait, what? No. Oh, God, I can see it. Oh my God. How did they keep that a secret for so long?
Because they locked their rule book behind a password wall.
You have probably blown the minds of thousands of people listening to this right now. I'd like to think that I have an attention to detail and I notice things. And it's not like I've watched NASCAR, but I bet there's some people that regularly watch NASCAR that don't know that those are stickers. Wow.
He built a temporary wooden castle, now called Dover Castle, and it's built on the grounds each year for the games.
Oh, it's rebuilt every time.
Yes, a tradition still practiced to this day. And the early games were a mix of running, jumping, dancing, fighting with weapons like swords, cudgels, quarterstaffs, wrestling, horse racing, and coursing with hounds. I'm going to show you this castle.
I'm ready. I'm going to judge it. Everyone knows I'm a castle expert.
This is the castle.
Boo! Boo! A Ren Fair would have a better entrance than that. For everyone who's not looking at this on the video screen monitor, whatever it is that you have, it looks like cardboard cutouts and paper mache shields that are no taller than two of the children standing in front of it stacked together.
You know, what we really are finding out is Dover was a cheap ass and pocketed most of the 10,000 pounds for himself.
I wouldn't doubt it. This seems ridiculous. If this is a faithful recreation, that doesn't even look like it's made of wood. Sure, if you call cardboard wood after it's been crushed into pulp and then assembled with acids back into a form.
I had to remove it because it really didn't live up to expectations.
It was insulting. It was insulting. I want to take baby Mark to the next level of Olympic performance. From here on out, I'm ambidextrous, or I'm training to do things with both hands, because to not do that is, if you had a baseball player that could switch.
Oh yeah, there's a pitcher that can throw 90 miles per hour with either hand.
Why not? And then you would do less wear on that valuable, beautiful big arm.
It's true. But the only problem is when a switch hitter encounters a switch pitcher, because then it's like everybody's just switching back and forth the whole time.
Which is great. It keeps them guessing. See, I'm going to fix all your problems, you big dumb jocks out there in your stupid sport world. Just use both hands, five head. What's wrong with you? Yeah, when you're on a bicycle, what do? Use both legs. When you're running, both legs. These javelin throws out there, only doing the one-handed jerk off in the air. Well, get both hands in there. Throw overhand. Granny style.
Full right here, guys.
Right. This is my training routine. We're going to get it. I don't know why, in bicycle, they are dumb because they're not using all four of their limbs. The assault bike. What if you make a bicycle that could do that and you steer with your teeth? It's fine. Use every appendage.
You could still steer with that. You gotta
kind of angle from one and then do a little more on the other. You can do it, but if you're going straight, that's the genius. When you row, you push with your legs and pull with your hands. You do it all.
It's like rowing. They use their whole body.
I just said that. I literally said it's like when you row, you push with your legs and pull with your hands. Did you not hear me just say that? I just said that. Use all of your brain.
No, I'm stealing your ideas for my own. I'm the master of sports.
Don't tell Sam to edit yours before mine. Don't do it.
While diehard sports fans today might not take off work to see a big game, the ancient Greeks took it to a whole new level, and they paused wars just for the Olympic Games.
Wow. That's big. And they love war.
They love war.
Nowadays people love war, but
Greeks and Romans, it was war.
Greeks? Oh God, you can't call them that, man. What are you saying?
It's Gringo-Roman, the type of wrestling.
Gringo-Roman. I feel like this is dangerous.
The Grink stole Christmas.
My favorite football player, the Grink. All of
this
them.
Is the Grink.
The Grink. It's supposed to be like flexing, but the Grink.
Like crab claws.
Tom Brady's ultimate receiver, the Grink.
It's no longer the GOAT. You got to be to the Grink level.
You got to be the Grink. Yeah, one only wishes they could become the Grink.
Then they could also steal all the sports.
Alas, it's too difficult for some people.
It is. It is.
We're not even at the Olympics.
Oh, well, we can't get a gold medal then, I guess.
Well, we wouldn't be at the gold medal. I'm talking about reporting from the Olympics. But maybe in the future, if we ever decide to get off our asses.
Well, that involves travel and time. Mark, how much time do you actually have on a normal...
By the next Olympics, we have no excuse because the Olympics will be in Los Angeles.
That's kind of true.
Yeah. So next time, in 4 years' time, we will definitely be the #1 podcast in the world. We will be reporting from directly in the middle of the pool so that everyone has to swim around us. That's how important we are, and they will all understand that.
That would actually be interesting if they made it like a platform in the middle and there's a tunnel that just went underneath us.
I've always wondered why it's not like a lazy river.
Just get on the inner tubes and they just float down.
You wouldn't have to do those silly flips and pushes if you just had a loop.
What, if that's the case, why don't they just make it longer? So then there's no more flippy turnies. You just go.
Well, I mean, you saw them running through the streets of Paris, and it was not very good. And when they were swimming in the Seine, which there's a accuse about that, it wasn't good. And if you remember the Parisian people, after they tried to clean up the river in protest of them cleaning the river, decided to poop in the river. Not all of them. I'm not saying all the Parisians did, but more than one, which is problematic.
It wasn't organized pooping.
It was, yes, which is a thing.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Do you think they had dueling toilets so people would like face off again, like face each other?
There
as
you go, making a sport out of everything.
Sorry.
I'm sure there were, though. Yes.
No, but that it's almost like the 1904 Olympics, except there aren't pesticides that are running off there that we know of.
There probably are pesticides running off.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many crops they grow in the city, but there's probably some loose barrels somewhere.
Probably some rat poison and some other things too.
Even after Ratatouille, they still want to kill the rats?
I mean, if if you're like Pat McAfee, yeah.
Wow, nice segue. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. This is why we're the #1 podcast in your hearts.
This is like how it works and what's supposed to happen. Like your heel's supposed to hit before your back leg lifts off the ground.
I'm going to try this.
All right. Do you have enough pathway to be seen?
How do I?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Come back to us, Mark. Look at you go. Look at you go. Look at that. There he is, the man himself, proving we're in the same room. Please don't break anything. Specifically yourself. Oh my God. That stare into the camera was glorious. Apparently, Caitlyn Clark was made out of butter.
I always suspected.
All right, at the Iowa State Fair is honoring Caitlyn Clark with a life-size butter figure. So Iowa, which is where she went to college, and absolutely came onto the scene as the epic basketball player that she is, I guess somebody decided to debut a Caitlyn Clark butter sculpture. And it's the second consecutive year in which artists created the figure for the University of Iowa standout. So they actually did it last year, but it didn't get as much attention as it does now that she's in the WNBA. And their tagline is, "It doesn't get much butter than this."
And this is the second time they've made a butter sculpture. Is this like one of those things you say, I will make a butter sculpture of Caitlyn Clark every year until she notices me?
I don't know, but you want to see this sculpture?
Yes, of course I do. Oh, that's so much more intricate than I ever could have imagined. That can't actually be butter.
That is actually butter.
That has to be like butter on top of something. It wouldn't have the structural capacity to hold up the entire figure. Also, what a chat of a jawline they gave Caitlyn Clark there. I think it literally just...
The thing is, if butter is cold enough, it will hold together like this.
It's in a room with other people with short sleeves and sun hats.
It looks like there's you can see a reflection of glass. It's encased in glass. It's behind glass.
Glass isn't a good insulator.
Would you scrape a little bit of butter off that for your toast?
No.
Okay, just wanted to ask and make
doesn't
sure.
Look good at all.
But it's butter.
Is it?
I think
There's
it's
no
100% butter.
There's no analysis done. That could be yellow clay for all I know.
It clearly says butter sculpture.
Well, the internet has said many things.
Well, these are news outlets too, okay?
News outlets, schmoutlets. Until I get an actual taste test of that sculpture, I'm not going to say it's butter.
You heard it here. Iowa State Fair, send us some of the Caitlyn Clark butter.
The leg. Send to the leg. Or the arm, I guess. I don't want the head. That'd be weird.
That would be weird. What about the hair? Is the hair weird? The hair's kind of weird.
Hair's kind of weird, yeah.
Hair's kind of weird.
Send the leg.
That's the butter sculpture. Got a collection of poems created by Robert Dover.
I love when you read poems. Tell me it's a eulogy. Please let it be a eulogy. We're gonna start a separate podcast that's you just reading eulogies. I really want that. From all around the world. Please tell me this is a eulogy.
The eulogy podcast. That would be, you know what? That would actually be really fun.
That would be a great podcast.
That would be a great podcast.
That would be the weirdest evolution if we somehow shift this podcast from sports to eulogies, just like slowly, but so no one ever realizes what it is. This is a my favorite eulogy.
It's just a gradual transition. We just, every sports eulogy we can go to, and then it just becomes regular.
It just goes deeper and deeper down.
Anyway, do we get into the other controversies? We started out with the big Caitlyn Clark controversy of people arguing over Rookie of the Year when there really isn't an argument. But
what other controversy is there?
Oh, the Olympic ones.
Aren't the Olympics over?
No, but they are. But also, there's still a lot of things that need to be focused on to be like, yo, Olympics, do better.
Okay, all right.
You know, we got to slap those rings and tell them naughty boy.
Nope, change.
We have to slap those rings and let them know who's boss.
Change.
We have to report on the terrible things that the Olympics committed and so they can fix them.
Change.
Alibaba!
Okay, all right. We have to find out how many Olympic rings we can fit on our cock.
Oh, change.
We gotta find out how many Olympic rings can fit on your cock.
I like that one. I can't change that one. You think a whale's big, right? Those minion socks.
Most people do think a whale's big.
Right.
I'm not unique for having. I'm not. It's not a controversial opinion. They're big. Everyone will agree. I dare someone to come out on the subreddit and say, like, "Oh, whales aren't that big." Shut up. Everyone, get them. Get them. Everyone. As soon as you see that thread appear on the subreddit, get them. Get them. I don't care. Get them.
Challenge whale's bigness. We dare you.
People use their dicks as a coat. That's true. Look it up. When there was a lot of whaling. When there was a lot of whaling. Hold on. This is true. It's true. It's true.
I didn't think of whale dicks. I thought somebody put that.
This is true. This is a true story.
I thought you were saying they use their own dicks as a coat.
No, humans use their dicks as a coat. When there was a lot of whaling,
humans use whale dicks as a coat.
Whale dicks as coats because they're so huge, and that should give an indication of how big their entire thing, their being is.
Well, speaking of dicks.
No, I didn't finish my story.
Okay, continue about your whale dicks.
No, that's it. When there was whaling, they were like, what do we do with the dick? I was like, well, maybe we take the skin. Jesus Christ. If I wear that out on like a Saturday night, all the ladies are going to be like,
oh my God.
Wow,
dude.
What a dick. Oh.
They'll get a scent of the pheromones from the whale dick.
Everyone loves chum.
Restaurant workers of the world, stop buying me dessert. You are ruining any type of diet I've ever tried to get on, any healthy eating. You keep buying me free food. You keep buying me dessert. And it's very kind. It's a good gesture. I can afford it if I wanted it. Let me tip you big like I want to do, and you don't have to get me dessert. Every time nowadays. Every single time I go to a restaurant, it's either dessert or lately I went to this steakhouse and it just so happened that the person who recognized me there was like a floor manager. I went there on a date with Amy just to get a nice steak. He brought every single appetizer on the menu. We couldn't even eat the steaks because we were so full. And it's like, it's very sweet. It's very kind. But stop getting me free food.
I saw synchronized swimming.
Yes.
I haven't seen synchronized swimming in a while. That was nuts. I feel I only saw the first round, so I only saw like the American first round performance. I don't know how they did overall. I don't know what the end result was.
They had some insane stuff.
Their Michael Jackson performance?
Yeah.
I don't know how they didn't get #1 that day. That was when they moonwalked underwater. I lost my shit. I was like, I'm sold. I always thought it was a bit of a joke too, but I hadn't watched it. I hadn't watched synchronized swimming. And when I saw that, I was like, Jesus, what? How are they doing? What are they doing? When do they breathe?
The strength, the endurance and ability to hold their breath. I mean, you want to talk about hypoxic muscle capability.
I don't even know what those words mean.
Hypoxic is lacking oxygen.
Okay.
So it's something, the reason I know that term is we used it when swimming training. We would do hypoxic exercises where we were not allowed to breathe until we hit the opposite wall, or we could only breathe every 3 strokes. So it's basically limiting your oxygen. And what it does is it trains your body to be more efficient in utilizing oxygen so that you don't waste energy elsewhere.
You breathe through your butthole.
You breathe through the water. Your gills come back.
I mean, that's a technique. You breathe through your butthole. You suck in air all the way down to your butthole.
No, your butt is
feel it in your butthole. When you pull a breath in, feel it in your butthole.
Your butt is below the water.
You're pulling that far down. No, you're pulling with your butt. If diaphragm, way weaker than your butthole. Pull from your butthole. Get air all the way down. Not a joke. This is actually a technique. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking.
I'm trying to understand. I thought you were pulling air into your butthole.
You're pulling with your butthole all the way down to your butthole. Breathe through your butthole. Pull. I'm doing it right now. All the way down.
That's about...
Oh. I must fart.
Another Flavor Flav cool thing. He stepped up and created a bronze medal clock for Childs. And I'm going to show you this one. It's actually insane and probably worth more than the actual bronze medal. So look at this thing.
Damn.
Like,
that's very nice.
It's insanely sparkly. I don't know what it's inlay with.
That's such a thing. I've always wanted to have a guy for everything. Like I want all this electrical. I wanted like an electrician guy that I can call always. I got freaking lights blinking in my room here. But who does he call? Who does he call? That's his clock guy. That is jeweler guy. That's huge. That was not pre-ready. That was not 100%. Ready beforehand. That was custom made within a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you call to do that? These people, where are they? Help me. I don't want a clock, but I want normal things.
You just want to have people that can do stuff to be like, yo, I need this. Oh, I'll just call my guy.
Yeah.
You just want to know the guy, right?
I want to know the guy that knows all the other guys. That's the guy I want.
As a stupid college student, when I hurt my shoulder real bad, I was like, oh, there's no other option besides literally just dealing with it. So I didn't go to the doctor or anything, even though I had insurance from my dad's military insurance until I was like 25. So I had insurance, but I didn't even understand the concept of going to the hospital or something if you hurt yourself.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't even know about going to the campus clinic. I didn't even know that existed. And I didn't know what it was for. I was really dumb. Just like not knowledgeable about the world in any way.
I will say that's the benefit I had growing up with both my parents being pharmacists. It's like
you could rest it up here if you.
Will it stay? Sure.
There you go. Yeah,
that's way better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So because and then I was in and out of hospitals ever since I was an infant, even before I could remember because of my kidney stuff. So I was given all of that information and just kind of absorbed it over life that. I talk to the doctors about the drugs that they're giving me and stuff like that. There's a lot of benefit to the fact that I grew up in the medical system knowing how it works,
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just like, I don't think about anything, or I didn't think about anything. It's just like, I was so unconcerned with anything that actually mattered in life that the whole maturing process kind of skipped me over. And I just didn't even get it. This is why I was such a non-human.
You're an alien.
I was very NPC-like when I was growing up, and I felt it because just like, I couldn't get a grasp on what any other part of life was besides video games.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to school, and I don't even remember going to school or going to classes, stuff like that. But when I was dating my high school girlfriend, I didn't know how to function as a human and go on dates. I didn't know what you did when you go out. So we would get in the car. I told Bob and Wade about this. I would just drive. That's the whole joke we made about like.
Right, oh yeah, the date you want to go ride? You want to go drive?
I remember my first practice.
Okay, what was your first practice like?
My first practice, I showed up. I'm 8 years old. I'm a self-taught swimmer, so the coach pulls me over, puts me in a side lane, and is like, "All right, show me what you got. I got to figure out what I'm working with."
I thought you were going to say coach pulled me over and is like, "You suck! You suck! You swim like this!
Basically.
Come on, kick harder! Swim faster! Ah!"
Basically. I mean, you're not wrong. And what I was done, so I was completely self-taught, right? Like I had some lessons and stuff, but no competitive teaching. And so I swam freestyle with a breaststroke kick because breaststroke kick just came super naturally to me. I remember being taught it in a swim lesson, and I was going to miss the swim lesson. So the instructor was like, "Here, I'll take 5 minutes to kind of show you the basics." And she was like, "Make a pizza, cut it in half, and kick like a frog." And I was like, "Oh, like this," and just started swimming. And I actually remember this. I was probably 5 or 6. The instructor is in the pool. She turns and she looks at my mother and she goes, "I have never seen anybody learn the breaststroke that quickly before." And I was like, I don't know, it just kind of makes sense.
And then your mom responded with, "Well, I mean, he did take to the tit pretty." He did take to the tit pretty quickly, so
that was immediately what came out of my mother.
Breasts.
She was like, yes, perfect.
Great child for the breasts. Breaststroke came naturally. Anyway, continuing on. I'm alone. I've been abandoned. I've been left behind by my co-host. Honestly, don't know where he is or what happened. I haven't heard from him in weeks. I hope he's okay. I assume he's okay. I know he's busy. I know he's working on things. Big projects, perhaps. Things you might have heard about. I don't know. But he has abandoned me. He's fully abandoned me. And so here alone I am. I am alone. I'm very alone. I'm so alone. Abandoned forever. By my friend, my co-host. The glorious man himself has lost his glory. What do you mean? I'm here. My name is Markiplier, and I've been here the whole time. I would never abandon my friend and not leave him unmessaged or anything. No, I've been here ready to talk sports. Yeah, sports. Sports. That's what we do. Right? That's what this podcast is about. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and we're here for Go My Favorite Sports Team. Have you been under my desk this whole time? Yeah, that's not weird. Why would that be weird? Oh.
I'm here with Tyler, who's always here, and he is our master of balls and holes. I think that's your official correct title.
That is correct.
I am here to represent the other side. So, of course, I am the master of ass, is what it says next to my name in the recording studio that we're doing.
Given that, have you heard the song I Glued My Balls to My Butthole Again?
Is that one of those AI country song type deals, or is that
I don't know if it's an AI country song. I have a group of friends that are obsessed with it, and so every once in a while it comes up, and somebody will be like, "I glued my balls to my butthole again. Oh my God, what did I do?"
I mean, that's impressive, but also I don't know. It sounds like it's an accident in the context of the song, but I just can't imagine how you do that accidentally. Feels like it's got to be purposeful.
You know, when you're having super glue fights and you're naked playing Twister, sometimes you're just sagging low enough that it just gets stuck to your butthole, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
Yes, look, it's been a week since release. If we're out of the top 10, I'm going to die.
Oh, it's a ticking time bomb.
So you better hope that it was in the top 10 this morning, because by the time you watch this, I'm already dead.
Go watch the show on Amazon Prime right now. I believe when I looked at it today, it was at number 6.
It's at number 5 today.
Oh,
Yeah,
it moved up. It moved up. That's
Yeah,
good.
With
That's
the trailer and with Charlie making a video about it. So
Charlie made a video about it?
Penguin Zero, yes. He said it was pretty good. He said he meant to watch 2. He binge watched it all. And he had some pretty fair criticisms to make about it because it's definitely not a perfect show. I can attest to that.
I don't think any show could ever be perfect, right? There's always creative liberties that can be taken, different takes. It's like artwork.
I think there's one that could be declared perfect. Lord of the Rings. The Rings of Power.
Oh, God. I thought you were about to bring up my hot take about the
movie. Oh, man. So many perfect movies.
So many perfect movies.
3, actually.
Iron Lung, soon to be 4.
You're right. You know what the first 3 are? Fellowship of the Ring.
No!
Powers,
No!
Return of the King.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh, and then the Hobbit trilogy. So there'll be 7.
One of the coolest things that I've noticed, which is something very new to me because I didn't go to Disney as a kid, is that they have a band at Disneyland that marches around and plays. And weren't you invited to be a part of one of those at one point?
My high school marching band, every 4th year, I don't know if they still do it, but they would go to Magic Music Days, which is for a couple weeks between like Christmas and New Year's, kind of in that span. They would invite high school bands from around the country to come and march in a series of parades. My band, I got to do it. My class was lucky. I wasn't in marching band my freshman year, but my buddies who were went their freshman year, and then we also went my senior year. So they got to do it twice just lucky on the rotation. But yeah, we bust down, stay at Disney for a few days, march in a parade that went through the Magic Kingdom, all that sort of stuff. It was very cool. Tons and tons and tons of groups do that. It's very expensive, but like lots of people will fundraise and sell, mattresses or candy bars or whatever. And
mattresses?
Oh yeah, that was a big thing. Our band did mattress sales.
What?
One day a year, all the band kids would organize and parents would come and take out minivans full of band kids. And you go around and knock on doors and sell mattresses. Surprisingly lucrative.
But was that like because one of the parents or one of the people at your school was like a big mattress king or something?
It may have been originally. It was just an established thing. There was a mattress company that was like in Ohio, like sort of a local company, and they just partnered with our band boosters and were like, if you sell mattresses, we'll give you a percentage. It turns out going door to door, there's a lot of people where if you knock on the door, they'll be like, yeah, I've been waiting to buy a mattress till you guys showed up this year. So, because they knew it would happen.
Yeah, me and the missus, we were breaking the bed so hard last night, I realized we need a new mattress. Well, actually, you know what? There's another bed in our room. Can you come and play the sex music so that we can get down to business to the beautiful sounds of your band, and then we'll need another mattress. That ever happened to you?
I think the cops might have been called if that had happened to us. I mean, maybe if they paid enough money, it might have been, who knows what the band boosters would have been in for, I guess. But no, mattresses, man, surprisingly good. Turns out a lot of people will use the same mattress for like 20 years, and you're not really supposed to do that. And you have no idea what you're missing out on until you're like, maybe I'll get a new one. And then it's all comfortable and springy and not filled with your flesh juice and flaked off bits.
That's so wild that he remembers my recruiting stuff because I remember that whole process.
Meanwhile, I was just like, did you guys date?
Yeah, oh my gosh, y'all, in the
that
chat.
Was a wild first question.
Tyler asked to Cammie if she dated my father.
I was like, I hope not.
I was like, I would hope not. My father is almost 50 years old.
And I was in high school.
To be fair, my thought was not, this is a coach-swimmer relationship, and there was no context of ages. I was like, they know each other. Maybe they dated. That would be funny.
You had no clue what recruiting meant, and that's A-okay.
I know what recruiting meant, but I didn't know. Sometimes athletes are involved in the recruiting process, or it could have been like a younger coach, because I was coaching high school water polo at 23 years old.
Gotcha.
Tyler doesn't know what recruiting is.
I also was a player coach when I was in college. I know what recruiting is. I was recruited. What do you mean I don't know? I have a master's degree. Whoa, that sounds like very accusatory.
Well, but I didn't know if it was a specific swimming thing, or in the sense of recruiting was different for swimmers than it was for other sports.
Uh-huh.
So that's where my brain was at when we were talking about it. Listen. Fine.
Hey, if it helps, I don't know what recruiting is.
Well, now you do, Liv. Now you do.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
I knew
Talking
enough
Liv.
about it because obviously my dad has this like amazing memory, still knowing people back from like 2010 who he recruited.
In all fairness, a lot of times coaches call the athletes, so there literally could have been a phone call between your dad and Cammie.
If you're along with the hockey squad in the Discord, you will hear us talk about horns and every kind of like goal songs and everything else that goes on within hockey.
Sounds like you guys are just really horny.
You know what, Tyler? This is from the man who brought us an episode about the Sex Olympics, and your voice coming out of my motorcycle speakers on the way to work where you said butt stuff good and loud, that a dude in a dump truck to my right turned his head and looked. Because I heard you say butt stuff, and time slowed down enough for me to notice what was around me. I should thank you and also curse you for that.
Today, we are joined by the man, the myth, the ever ghostly disappearance himself, Markiplier.
Hello.
Welcome back. I hate to say it, but it seems like you've changed.
Why do you sound so weird?
Why do I sound weird?
Yeah, I go away for a little bit and suddenly you're just acting like, I don't know, acting like I'm dead or something.
I mean, you kind of just completely vanished off the face of the earth for me.
Don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? You turned off your phone.
If I don't know what you're talking about, then I don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. I don't even own a phone. What are you trying to say?
Wait, what? You don't own a phone?
Yeah. I don't like the microwaves. The radiation's going to get me. 5G, you know.
It sounds like you're complaining about the modernization of society.
No, I'm complaining about 5G. Probably causes brain diseases.
I mean, there's a million other things that probably cause brain diseases, but
no, drinking lead is good for me. Builds up the neurons. Do I look different from it? You got a problem with that? Anyway, it wasn't a height joke anyway. I'm the right height in that I am tall. I'm growing taller. I wish.
That's why you were gone. You were getting the leg extension surgery, wasn't it?
No. What do you mean? What's happening to me? Oh, God. Oh, no. I'll kill you. It's like his corpse is
yeah, just in the corner now.
So every time I lean back, you should go, oh, the mic's in the way. Let's just cover that up. Official Danny DeCito. Dearest Mark, you beautiful, handsome, charming, and girthy man. All true. One's twice as true as you know. You have been and are actively being watched.
Wait, what? Twice as true? What does that even mean?
I don't even know.
Why did you also realize 2 seconds after the fact that you said that?
I don't know, man. My own genius just catches up with me.
And then we have the wonderful Ashton Genty, who literally stands like he's Michael Myers in the backfield. He's a massive Heisman candidate, was on, before last weekend, was on pace to beat Barry Sanders' NCAA rushing record.
Oh, yeah?
And this is how he stands in the backfield. Straight up, chill as a cucumber. You know, when they tell you to get in your athletic stance, you get down, you want to be able to quick agile. Mm-hmm. He just stands. Foreboding. Before he drops 200 plus yards rushing.
That would be unsettling. Oh, that's a big guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
that's a big man. I think that he was just all childhood. He played a bugged version of and the football game, NCAA, whatever. And just all the characters on the field were standing like that. He's like, I want to be that when I grow up.
And they even ran like that. They'd go and then just be like.
Yeah. So he wasn't able to get it out of his head because of his bugged game that he had. Yeah. So I think that's more likely. Admit it. Confess. Madden was bugged.
Yes. When you come on this podcast, you must confess.
I meant just in general. But
yeah. But I'd love to talk to him. He seems like
we'll punch you.
What?
We're going to punch you.
No.
We're going to punch you so hard.
No. That's a big man.
Well, that's why we're both doing it. That's why I say we.
We would not punch anyone.
Oh, we'd punch someone.
Thanksgiving isn't complete without a turkey on the table. It's the iconic thing of Thanksgiving. So you deep fry it and eat in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, while firefighters try to save your garbage if you explode.
What kind of Thanksgiving are you talking about, man?
Every year, every Thanksgiving, firefighters have to send out a warning of people frying turkeys to thaw their turkey before they fry it because the turkey explodes.
That's fair.
And creates a massive fire if they don't thaw their turkey.
Which is such a strange thing because I don't know why in Thanksgiving everyone decides I'm going to get more oil than I've ever bought in my entire life. Buy the biggest pot I've ever had, stick it on a propane tank, and just dunk it in. No one's ever cooked like that in any other time in their life. And they're like, today's the day. Gather around, kids. It's 600 degrees. Oh, smell it, the aroma.
We've got the biggest 20-pound turkey to dunk into this giant vat of boiling oil.
Don't worry, it fits. I had to shave off the sides, but it'll get in there.
We'll drop it in parts if we need to.
Let's throw it in like a basketball. Alley-oop.
Oh, it's like a gender reveal party that lights the entire forest on fire.
And the oil is the color when it goes.
Yeah, we'll combo it. We're gonna be the ultimate nut smashers.
UNS, UNS.
There you go.
We love the UNS, UNS. Smash my nuts.
Well, it's gonna be an overall governing body for Conkers 2.0 and Nutball, two perfectly correlated nut crushing sports.
That's fair. That's fair. Very fair, actually. Can't believe Rhett and Link try to call it ball. What a stupid.
Well, yeah, that's such a stupid name. Also, somebody tried to claim ball. They got ahead of us on talking about like some sport topic that we talked about way back when.
Dumbass.
I don't remember what it was, but I was like, yo, we mentioned that like 3 different times before they talked about it. And it was about the competitive cooking being a sport or not. And we talked about that very long time ago.
Yeah, we did.
Not in depth, just like minorly mentioned.
Yeah, idiot. Stupid. How did you miss minute 43 of that episode? Dumbass.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for the proper explanation. Hope you all are having a cold time in hell.
Oh, yeah.
You asshole. I'm sorry.
We're going to punch you.
I know. What's that from?
It's from you like 4 episodes ago.
Did I threaten that?
The title is We're Gonna Punch You.
I don't remember that at all.
It was a running thing every time.
I don't think that's true.
It's so true.
This man is a liar and no one should trust him.
And then you have to grab the puppet of your close friend and say what they're thankful for.
Wait, why are you grabbing it like that?
It's the easiest way to grab it.
You're grabbing it like that.
It's just the easiest.
Don't grab it like that, man.
You just grab them by the gobbler. And so that's the rigmarole. You got to stuff the turkey. You have to build the centerpiece. You have to put on the pants first. You have to get the rings, toss them on your opponent, and say what they're thankful for, and then that's it.
Okie dokie.
Got to put the pants on. These are probably so small for me.
I wish I had more zoom. All right, he's putting on the
My feet aren't going to the bottom, so they're just going short.
He's completely abandoned his phone on the ground. Totally against the spirit of the competition.
You put on pants with one hand.
I could do it.
This is how I'm wearing them.
All right. All right, he has the pants on. He needs to go over and build the cornucopia, I think.
I'm doing the cornucopia first.
Oh, so you get to choose whatever you do.
You get to choose which one you go first. The thing that has to be last is the thankful for.
Well, yeah, well. See, I don't know what's in the cornucopia.
You got to fill the cornucopia first.
You got to fill the cornucopia first. Now, see, Fruit of the Loom. Did it have a cornucopia in it, or did it not? Was there a cornucopia?
Yeah, standing up.
There's always a bunch of fruit, but the jury's out on whether there was actually a cornucopia. Why do we all know the word cornucopia?
Beautiful, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
Cool. I got my rings. Gina! No! Nope, no rings for me.
Wait, you don't have to try again. You didn't even define like a distance that you should do it at. You
It's
just
from the
said,
starting spot.
Oh.
Get in there, turkey.
Oh, God. Oh,
Get in
God.
your head. Oh, that's a big ass head. Hi, it's me.
I don't like this. Combining this angle from that phone's probable angle
What?
is a very disturbing adventure.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just some don't seem right about just the way you're stuffing it. I feel like I'm witness to something untoward.
Oh. Nope, its tail broke.
Yeah, he broke the tail in his endeavor to stuff that turkey. It is concerning what we're seeing here.
Get in there.
If you zoom out, it's just the silliest freaking look. Keep stuffing, man. Keep stuffing. You got it, man. You got it.
It's so hard to stuff this guy.
I don't know how I'm gonna beat this one.
All right, he's stuffed. Look at it. There's a turkey. We got a
It's got
turkey.
limps. I don't know what are the legs. The legs don't seem to have
They
anything
don't
in
need
them.
it. They're limpy legs. Oh, yeah. Ugh. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and this Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for all of you guys that are watching this here. Yeah. I'm waving at you. And I'm also thankful for my girlfriend, Amy, and my dogs, Chica and Henry. And I'm very thankful for this podcast and my great friends and my family. Is that 5 things?
Yes?
All right. Time.
I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this. I want you to see this.
Look at him get those legs on. Oh, he's got his foot all the way down. He's doing way better than I did on that. That's for sure.
Take it one more time.
It's still so wide. Okay. All right, he's got the pants on. He's got the pants on. He's moving over to the table. All right, now he's hitting. Oh, he's just doing the dump method. You got to remember, it's got to stand upright. Oh, he screwed up the screwed up the tablecloth. He's doing the dump method. Oh, he's blocking it with the camera with the bucket. I think I did that too, but that's only fair. He threw the bucket away. The lid is off the bucket. Look at that cornucopia, though. He's building it so well. He's got it sandy. Oh, now he knocked it over. He knocked it over. It's a scramble time. He's just trying to figure out how to get it to sit right. Oh my gosh, he's losing it. He's losing his mind.
Stuck on things.
He's going crazy. This fruit and gourds are everywhere. He's so gourded. Oh, it's upright. He's good to go.
So that's what it looks like? Okay, that's a nice
Oh,
camera
yeah,
shot of
he's
that.
got a beautiful.
That's really nice.
He's
That's
even
really good
showing
there.
it off. He's doing so much better camera work than me. All right,
That's
he's
what
got
it's
the
all about,
rings.
baby.
He got the rings. Here we go.
Laying down.
Oh, he got one.
Holy shit. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Fuck. All right.
He got one. That's better than me already.
I want you to watch
Look
this.
at how ridiculous the pants are.
Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Oh, there's the hole. Open up.
Rip it open.
How do I? This is a tiny hole.
Then why do you think it was taking me so long to stuff it?
This is a tiny, tiny hole.
He's not used to dealing with tiny holes when he's trying to stuff objects. You know, back when we built the dog toys. I'm talking about when we built the dog toys. What do you? Don't make it weird. I'm trying to.
I've tightened it somehow. I've actually sewn it back up by pulling these strands. So I've made it.
What a guy. What a guy.
This is now going from hard to impossible.
Just stuff it. Stuff it, Mark. Get in there. This is such a... It's weirder the way you're doing it.
Why? Why is it weird?
You know, giant wad of
Why is it
cotton in
weird?
it. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Why does it look so wrong?
Why does it
Well, he's
feel
stuffing it
so
in there.
right?
He's really having a hard time shoving that stuffing in
the
it.
tiniest. It literally sewed itself back up. I have like 2 thumbs I can stick in here, and that's it.
Oh my god! All right, so far there's no stuffing in its head that I can tell.
I'm trying. It won't reach.
He's definitely got. He's just pulling all the stuffing in. He's not even ripping it up.
Hi.
This is quite the look.
So this is what I've created for myself. It's just
The tiniest hole, I imagine.
It's just
anyway. You know, he finally tore the stuffing. He's actually going for it. He's shoving the stuffing towards the head. He's going up deep.
There's no hole to the head.
There's a hole to the head. It's just on the inside.
There's no hole to the head.
There was for me.
There's no hole to the head.
Well, that's what the mouth's for. The ears.
What? The ears.
You gotta find a way.
I'm trying to find a way. There's no hole to the head.
There's a plenty of a hole for me.
There's no hole. I have 0 stuffing in this head because there's no hole to the head. What do you mean?
Listen, you call it when you think it's stuff. You move on when you're ready.
All right, fine. That's got to be it. Its belly is just like completely stuffed. All right.
No tail up. Absolutely no tail up on that one. Just tail down. Oh, now he's fixing it.
There's Velcro. All right, that has nothing to do with the stuff.
There we go. Oh. Really shoving that arm up in there.
All right. I'm Tyler. I'm grateful for my huge penis, my tall height, my ability to come up with turkey-styled mini games, my good friends in LA, and my good friends and family around the world, and all the delicious food I'm gonna eat for Thanksgiving. All right, that's Tyler out. See you around, baby. Keep smiling. Mwah.
Smile always.
Keep smiling always. Mwah. Never stop smiling.
That's time.
Or else.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna come for you.
Oh no.
You think that you're.
Oh no,
you think
he's
you can
coming.
Take me, Tyler?
Oh no.
I'm gonna replace you.
Oh no.
And you're gonna see true
No.
pain.
No.
This is what I'm grateful for.
No. Ah!
Hi.
Today
I'm gonna talk about masturbation. A lot.
What?
That's this episode.
Is it because it's cuffing season?
I don't even know what that means.
You said cupping season last time, but cuffing season is like a time where I assume it means people are like trying to link up for the holidays so that they have a +1 for parties and to bring home with the family, and then they break up with them after New Year's.
Well, if it was cussing season, then we wouldn't have to worry about masturbation. But because there's a new sport on the block.
What?
There's a new sport.
Oh.
Yeah.
What sport are you talking about that I don't know about?
Masturbation.
No, that's not.
It is, actually.
Wait, is something in the Reddit now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that can't be true.
I'm looking at it.
Are you looking at porn right now?
No.
Does it qualify as porn if it's also a sport?
No.
Shit. All right.
Look, the Sex Olympics wasn't a thing. That was all a hoax, but this is very real. Go on. Deion something?
Deion Sanders.
Yes.
One of the greatest cornerbacks in NFL history.
Oh,
He
we
played
all
for the
know.
Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, wait.
He was a Major League Baseball player and a professional football player. And he played for the Reds.
Well, that's just cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
Pick one.
No.
Leave some glory for the rest of everybody.
He was a tremendous athlete.
He stole the spot of someone else.
I think he earned the spot. I think he was better than the other person.
Share.
I don't know if this is sharing.
That's what sports rules. Judging, consistent rules, sharing.
Sharing.
That's very
Athletes
important.
have to share.
They have to share.
If you didn't know what you were tuning in for, this is your Christmas gift episode of this year. Going to be a fun time.
Define fun.
Fun is a feeling of joy. Oh crap.
F is for friendship. U is for you and me. N is for anything, anywhere, and deep in the deep blue sea. Duh.
Gosh, sorry. You know, I haven't been, learning up on my terms lately.
That was when we were in high school.
I don't remember anything right now. My brain's been chiseled into and all kinds of stuff.
Have your brain been chiseled into?
No, but my nose was.
Basically the same thing.
Same thing.
Those of you who don't know, the brain, nose, same. Bob and Wade, they were talking about some random football, something like the boom zone, the boom team, the boom squad, the booms. The booms. It was the boom squad or something like that.
In football?
In football. It was Team Boom. Something. It was, don't look at me like that. It was like Team Boom Boom or something like that. I swear.
Was he talking about like a defense that calls themselves like the hit squad or something?
Something like that. I don't know. It was like the boom, doom, doom.
The boom
squad or something like that. And I didn't know what they were talking about.
Oh, Miami. Oh, they're talking about little kids.
No, that's not what it is. It was like
Meet Miami's boom squad. That's literally little kids.
It's not. It wasn't little kids. The Legion of Boom.
Oh, that's old Seattle.
How would you not have known boom in football if that was so obvious?
There's so many different things that existed. The Legion of Boom is back when Richard Sherman and stuff over in Seattle.
Okay, all right.
One of the most premier defenses.
Anyway, they were talking about that, and I didn't know what they were talking about. I wanted this to be under, and I need to. But it's stuck on the things. So I gotta unplug it.
There's chaos here in the GMFST studio. Mark is unscrewing his microphone as we sit here.
It's just a sensory night.
We're just gonna take apart a number of things in the middle of the episode. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh fuck!
Did you keep all the parts?
Oh shit!
I don't know if you can hear him, but he said, "Oh fuck" and "oh shit" as pieces are flying everywhere in the studio.
I just got to rebuild it all.
So, Mark.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time. The holiday cheer is in the air. What are some of your favorite holiday characters from movies?
The Grinch.
Yeah, you love the Grinch?
Yeah, I love the Grinch. What are you saying?
Okay.
You love the Grinch?
Anybody else?
No.
Okay. Would you call the Grinch a hero or a villain?
He's a hero.
Is he?
Yes. Let me quote you something that'll solidify.
This is
him as a
not
hero.
pudding.
No, not that one.
Okay.
That's a great quote, but that's not it. What is better, to be born good or to overcome your evil nature through great effort?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See? Parthenax.
In ancient Egypt, they absolutely loved masturbation. It was actually the basis of their creation myth. And according to the myth, God Atum created the world by jizzing it into existence. That's the words. Those are the words.
I don't think that was the ancient word that they used.
Those were the ancient words. Those were the hieroglyphs.
And the Lord hath done jizzed into the ether.
His nuts spurned forth the world and the people.
A single sperm made the Milky Way.
That's why we have the 3 pyramids. It's the balls and the shaft as it's spurned out.
Amen. Amen.
It is also said that Queen Cleopatra, if you haven't heard about Cleopatra, you look it up. She's supposedly the most beautiful person to ever exist in the history of Earth. That's what the stories tell us from ancient Egypt. She would use a hollow gourd filled with bees to pleasure her with angry buzzing.
That's gotta be a lie. That's a fucking lie.
No, her gourd toy was basically the first vibrator powered
That's a lie.
by bees.
It's a fucking lie. It's a lie.
It's in the history books.
That's not in a history book. I don't see a quote. I don't see a link. I see nothing. That's someone told a joke and was like,
Fine. Done with Egypt,
Researcher fired. Researcher gone.
No.
Okay.
But thank you so much for the support. If you want to support us more, you can go to store.gmfst.com. Get your hands on some sweet deals. No new merch until those are sold out, so make sure and grab it. Get cozy, get a foam finger, get a sweatshirt, maybe a iFinger Sports shirt, some pins. You can get some stickers. Lots of things. Lots of things are available. And soon, maybe we'll have better foam fingers.
Maybe.
Mini foam fingers.
Maybe.
Mini foam fingers.
Maybe.
Giant foam fingers.
Maybe. 3-dimensional foam figures.
8-dimensional foam fingers.
Holy shit. Whoa.
Your mind can't even comprehend the amount of foam in the foam finger.
789 foam finger.
420 foam fingers.
Just a ball. The thumb is in there.
But anyway, go to the Reddit, reddit.com/r/GMFST to send your fuses, send your episode suggestions, send your funnies, send your ideas, send your dreams, send your wishes. What do you want us to cover? This is your opportunity to give us the pathway to covering your ideal episode in 2025. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
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 All right, bye.
Oh.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What the hell, man? That's my thing. Don't take my thing!